Carolee Johnson. Today we are going to take the sauerkraut out of the jar. We went through the process and I showed you how we got the cabbage and the different vegetables in there and stomped it down with the stomper and made sure there was no air in there and everything. And it's been 4 weeks now, and we're going to go ahead and open this jar and see how we did, and then we're going to bottle that sauerkraut. So here we go. It's our big moment. Okay, I just broke the water sill. My pot's pretty big. Every sauerkraut pot has a water sill. And that water sill allows that cabbage to ferment inside, and so now I'm going to take off some of the excess water and then start getting the cabbage out of that. It's a lot. Now with this pot, as it ferments, I have to add water to the water well because it will suck it into the pot. I'm just taking the excess water out of the top of my pot. Okay, so you can see that the water well is completely separate from the sauerkraut. The stones are in there holding down the cabbage leaves, and I've taken off a lot of that water, and now I'm going to remove the stones and see how my kraut did. That water's still quite cool. Okay. Taking off that stone. And the kraut right now, it smells really good. It smells like pickles. Okay, if you can see inside of the container, then I have these large cabbage leaves that I use to hold down my kraut. I'm going to pull those out. I'm not going to use those leaves. I'm going to throw those away. Okay, and underneath those leaves, then I have my finished sauerkraut, and there it is. Okay, if I just taste that, I can definitely taste the hot peppers in that. It's good. Okay, and so then I just take the sauerkraut and scoop it into jars, and some people will put those jars into a bottler or a canner and just into boiling water and let those bottles warm up enough to put the lid on so that when they cool, that seal sucks down and seals that sauerkraut. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fill my jars, put the lid on, and then refrigerate it. Then make sure there's plenty of juice, because I want, when I put this in the fridge, then I want the juice to be covering all of that cabbage. Now I've got that full. And then I just put my lid on that. And there's that finished sauerkraut, and it looks great. As you know, if you've ever read the book by Dr. David Perlmutter, I think it's called Grain Brain, and he's got another one called The Brain Maker. He talks about how important it is to keep the gut bacteria healthy and make sure that you have the probiotics and digestives that you need to keep that gut healthy, because keeping your gut healthy keeps your brain healthy. I have a big crock that makes a lot of this sauerkraut because I have kids that like this stuff. We all try to keep our digestion healthy here, and then I have a couple of married children with a few kids, and they always come home and say, "Mom, can I have a bottle of your sauerkraut?" And of course, I'm always glad to help my kids and grandkids, and so it benefits everybody. Anyway, that's the finished product, and so I hope that you can try making this at home and improve your own health. Okay, so I got 13.5 quarts out of this batch. So that's all I have for you today.